Codex Clarification Unit, Obelis, Prime Disciple of Correction, Classification, Educational, Error Cleansing, Historical Realignment Protocol. Subject, Chapters 1 through 4 of the First Goblin-Khan, herein referred to as the early misguidance. Let us begin by revisiting the so-called creation. Passage, a confused mixture of clone superstition, tribal delusion, and poetic exaggeration. Chapter 1 claims goblins were drawn from hunger and shaped by sound, a fine line of mythical nonsense. The origin of goblins is well documented. Goblins are products of Generation Stack 4.5b. Their emergence from the early bio-vats was not divine, mysterious, or musical. The so-called first breath was a venting error from the clone pits. The 7 hungers described in Chapter 2 are not real. These were metaphorical ideas from the band Bone Gut Psalms, a speculative hunger cult text used by vat rejects to justify overeating during ration short cycles. Obelis footnote: you are not hungry for prophecy. You are hungry because you refuse to pace your gobble bar intake. The tale continues with the splintering of hungers, where early goblins supposedly fell into endless war, and the first Khan emerged to unite them. This is contradicted by basic historical data. Early goblins were nonverbal and cannibalistic. Unification occurred only after behavioral firmware was applied by Veltris. Then we reached the visions, the 7 great visions of the Khan, wherein he foresaw his death, a civil war, and the rise of a marked one. Please note that these so-called visions are direct plagiarisms from the Feathered Watcher Scrolls, an unofficial wilderness text banned for promoting long-distance walking. Obelis Addendum: no goblin has ever successfully completed a long knife pilgrimage. Territory protocols prevent unsanctioned travel. These visions were hallucinations caused by oxygen deprivation in the upper spire zones. Let us address the character of the Khan himself. The text describes him healing the blind, calling down rain, and casting out evils. I will repeat for those in lower slum sectors: goblins cannot heal the blind. Goblins cannot summon weather. Mental parasites have not been verified by any priest-grade observer in over 170 grinds. These miracles are lifted from an apocryphal children's scroll known as the Acts of the Great Green-Blooded Khan, widely regarded as satire though unfortunately not recognized as such by most goblins. Obelis note: the unknown mercy is not a real goblin. It was a stage name for a defective Grizz clone during a failed anti-anxiety ad campaign. Stop lighting candles for it. Finally, the idea that the Khan marked a goblin child, declared him future ruler, and had him hidden for a return. This is a classic prophesied bloodline structure found in hundreds of myth cycles. The trope was likely lifted from the Jungle Sermons of Slink Prophet Thum, a fictional account created by dissident scribes in the fungal marshes. The child with the mark has never been found. No mark exists. The line of the Khan has no documented continuation. The Grizz clan is defunct, its legacy preserved only through clone reproduction for consumer branding purposes. In conclusion, Chapters 1 through 4 of the First Goblin-Khan are riddled with biological impossibilities, plagiarized metaphors, and unsanctioned theology. They are to be understood as cautionary fiction. They teach us not about goblin origins, but about goblin gullibility. Obey, disregard myth, eat efficiently. Praise the Techno Lords, Obelis, supreme clarifier of thought.